So good morning, everyone. Welcome to Essential for English Speeches and Presentations. And I'm your lecturer. My name is 洪岩。欢迎各位同学来参加我的初级英语演讲与演示的课程。我是张洪岩，大家可以叫我洪岩老师。老外会喜欢叫 Dr. 洪岩。我的名字有两种写法，以往曾经使用的是红色的红，岩石的岩。是我以往在新东方讲课的时候，所以曾经我有一个学生，他在 N 多年之后写了一个邮件给我，他说：“洪岩老师，你的名字太好听了，使我想起了当年吴三桂给陈圆圆写的一句话，叫‘冲冠一怒为红颜’。”我给他写了一个英文的回信 ：“I'm so honored to be your English teacher, not a Chinese teacher.” Okay, so who will be our students? They are, okay? Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, you are having this master's study or doctorate study, whatever. I have this question. It's kind of weird, but answer me honestly. Do you think your English level is in proportion to your degree? Yes? 就是你的学历学位越高，你的英文水平会越高吗？成正比吗？ Normally not. So that is the tragedy, you know. I have so many friends who complain with me that after my sophomore year, my English dwindled and I almost lost it. Yeah, it happens a lot. Another occasion why you need to speak good English is if you are studying overseas. When they talk about Chinese students, they use the word silent majority. Okay? 我们中国学生在欧美课堂上是常见的那种沉默的大多数let alone those young overseas students. 我们最近这些年又盛产这个小留学生。They were very young and they were brought to another culture, and some of them may pick up with their culture very soon. Last night, my former classmate by the name of Bill. Bill got a son. He sent him to the United States to have the high school education. And last night, he called me excitedly. Okay, 他非常激动的昨天晚上给我打了一个电话来讲述他的儿子的最新的进步。You know, he told me I was so excited. My son called me. What did he say? Well, he only said 2 words, but I was so excited. What are the 2 words? Number 1, he said, Bill. Originally, his son always called him Daddy or 老爸, okay? And he suddenly called him Bill by name directly. But he was very excited because, he's picking up with American culture so soon, okay? He's calling me by my name. And then what are the second words? Well, actually, he said a sentence, and what was it? Pay the bill. Okay? 他需要有一些东西需要老爸来给买单他依然保持着中国传统的价值观以及西式的称呼老爸的方法。Okay, that's our young overseas students. And certainly, there are a lot of my students who are actually working, and frequently you need to speak in English to present something, sometimes on behalf of yourself, sometimes on behalf of your company or organization you belong to. And I had this real story, back like 15 years ago, I was teaching in New Oriental, the biggest or the most influential language training organization in China. And one of my students who was taking my TOEFL class, and after 10 weeks of intensive course, he told me that, Teacher Hong Yan, I decided I will quit English. I said, why? Because, it's so difficult, and I don't want to go abroad. I want to find a job which will need me only Chinese, And he was working in the IT sector, so he chose Lenovo. Okay, 他选择了在联想工作啊。You know what happened later? Lenovo acquired the IBM PC department. And then in the year 2004, I came back from my overseas study, and the student called me again. Teacher Hong Yan, I want to learn English. Why? Why? And then I want to share you with my story. He was in charge of the marketing department, and after the acquisition, and there are a lot of Americans who involved in the management, and they were holding this marketing meeting. Okay, and the guy, American guy, a typical one, and was blind everything. He was talking about the Chinese marketing strategy. OK， 那个老美呢，就是用他自己流利的英文和母语的优势他在这个讲中国的这个市场which was to his good knowledge. And definitely, he noticed that he was not telling the truth. And he knows the truth. And he needs to say no. And he knocked on the table, and he stand up and says, no. And then, his colleagues are looking at him, and they were saying, here comes the hero, a Chinese hero. He's saying something. Okay, and they expect him to say some, marvelous words. And then he said, well, I suddenly felt the world is so silent. And my mind running much faster than my pen. That means he made a 10 seconds silence, And he said, well, later on, he got no way to explain for this, so he has to complain his college English teacher. Anyway, we don't want this kind of story happen again, and then we want to make a change. Well, that's why you're taking this course. And more importantly, my point is that to take this course, you do not need to be an English major. 上这个课程的呢，不需要是一个英语专业的学生I don't want to be ironic, but the English education, especially for those English majors, but they are not trained to speak for themselves for an organization. Most English majors were trained to do translation or interpretation. They care more about others' words or works. Okay? 就是我们中国的英语专业的教育，我认为有一个失败的地方，就是我们全都关注在别人说了什么，或者是写过什么。这个是英语专业的一个极大的一个弊端。Our students were not trained to express their own thoughts, okay, to speak for themselves. And for this, I count more on non-English majors. 就为此，我更愿意相信那些非英语专业的学生。Whatever industry or work that you are taking, if you speak fluent English, great. Actually, you are saving face for Chinese people. Exactly.